During these interesting times, we've been given a gift, and that gift is the gift of time. The busyness of American lifestyle has slowed to a screeching halt, and now you're invited to accept this as a gift of time, not just a wild inconvenience. And in this gift of time that we have right now, I ask or invite you to take more time to meditate and contemplate. And I want to talk with you a little bit about contemplation because it's one step further than meditation in the spiritual disciplines. And contemplation is really an opportunity to lovingly have your attention and your gaze on God. And so Thomas Merton, who was a monk at Gethsemane up in Kentucky at the end of his life. I'm a big Thomas Merton fan. I know you all have heard me talk about him often and fondly. But he says that contemplation is nothing else but the perfection of love. So during this time of disruption and wildness, I would just invite you to contemplate upon all the goodness of God, and that we don't just go to God in this genie-like style of saying, God, this is what we need, and cry out only for our needs, but instead marvel at the beauty of God's creation and to offer this posture of gratitude and this way of seeing through a lens that is focused on God's goodness and grace and mercy. And that can be as simple as sitting in your backyard like I am right now and picking a piece of grass and taking a long, hard look at it and just seeing the beauty and splendor in its color and its shape and its form, and just thinking about all that went into creating this piece of grass and how marvelous it truly is and how it connects to all other parts of creation. And that's just a simple thing that you can do while we're in this period of solitude. And solitude is also another gift and spiritual discipline that's part of our formation as Christians. And I just invite you to pick up a blade of grass or a rock or a leaf and just take time to focus upon it and center on it and see that God is at work in many marvelous ways, even during a pandemic like we're experiencing right now. And I'm making no light of that by any means, but I am inviting you to search and seek different ways to feel connected to God when there is this great chaos in our world. And I think contemplation and meditation are two great ways to do that. And I do invite you to just try to find these ways to more deeply fall in love with God again at this time when we do have this gift of solitude and this gift of being together with only those near and dear to us, and that's ourselves or our small families. And so please look up the greats, St. Augustine, St. Teresa, Thomas Merton, and see how they can lead to furthering your faith walk during this time. And let me know if you're looking for any resources. I have this really neat book here in my lap called The Spiritual Classics, and I'd be happy to run you scans of them and email them out to you. And just, I invite you into this great dance that we've been given at this time. So go in peace, my dear sisters and brothers.